Welcome to Doors by Donovan, hosted by one of the co-founders of publicly traded Renters Warehouse in Arizona, creator of My Investor and My Rent Door. Here is your property management ninja, relationship coach, founder and host, Donovan Reese.
Welcome to the Doors by Donovan podcast. I am your host, Donovan Reese. If you've heard anything so far, if you've watched my YouTube, anything, you know how I love great renters. So let's talk about that today. Let's start with the end in mind. Whether you have an investment property now or you're looking to get into properties, start a little investment portfolio. Again, I always say start with the end in mind. And for me, that end is great renters. So before we get into it too much, I'd like to tell you what my definition of a great renter is. And it's really very simple and it's very basic. I look for three things when it comes to my renter partners. Do they have a great landlord verifications, great rental history? And we'll talk a lot about landlord verifications because I believe it's the single most important thing we should be doing as landlords to vet our renter partners, because I always say the best indication of future behavior is past behavior, and those both your current landlord as well as the previous landlord is going to give you all of that information. So I want to know that they've been great renters. I want to know that they've paid their rent on time, and I want to know that they maintain the home as it were their own. I want to know that they've got a solid employment, that they're going to be able to pay their rent through the duration of our time together in this relationship. And the third is, and excuse my French on this, that they're not an asshole. So I have a personal rule that I developed coming out of my last management company that is, it's a no asshole rule. So it's also a reminder for me to not be an asshole. But I joke, assholes are not a protected class yet. So if someone is not going to be a good fit as a partner in this relationship, we don't want to get that partnership created. There's a lot of great renters out there, and we'll set the property up correctly. We'll set the relationship up correctly. That we'll get great renters that appreciate finally having a landlord who cares about them and their happiness and their well-being and wants to put a good product on the market that they can come home to, feel safe in, and be proud of. And when you can create that relationship, again, managing properties, managing the relationship, it's just such a rewarding, great experience. Being able to provide that for someone else.
Thank you for listening to Doors by Donovan with Donovan Reese. If you're interested in learning more or helping transform the property management industry, please follow and support the show by rating us on your favorite podcast player. Engage with us. If you have ideas or questions, send an email to donovan@myinvestdoor.com or visit our media page at www.myinvestdoor.com. We'd love to talk about your question on the show. This has been a T-Door production. Theme song by Nefix.